And welcome back to ICBM. So, the Cold War escalates, and here I am, sitting over here with the slight Cuban missile crisis going on. So, I need to have 3 missile cards when the timer expires. I've got to defend the US from invading Cuba and avoid taking 3 million Cuban and Soviet casualties. I want a combat engineer in there. I got to defeat the USS Essex and put the US ever landing forces. So, this is where it gets interesting. Is that the Essex group there? These actually short-range missiles are not going to be as much use as I thought they were going to be. Well, that was a bit of a waste of points, wasn't it? I'm sure they'll be useful later. I'm going to have to transport troops across, aren't I? The intelligence centre we can hide up there. AA gun site. I'm not allowed to build in Cuba at all, am I? No. Got army divisions and stuff like that. Landing ship, resupply ship. Right, Kremlin says being Cuba under nuclear umbrella. Okay, limited space. Alright, so I've decided what I'm taking with me. Definitely want an AA gun. I total limit. Alright, let's get some research going. That's quite important, not to lose any seconds. These two look like they could be important. Construction wise, let's build a couple more landing ships. That could be very important for getting guys off. And none of you can fire nukes, can you? Yeah, those have got nukes. There's a resupply ship for this fleet. Down here, we know where the exit group is, don't we? That's the Randolph. What have we got up here? Another landing ship. Pop 2 coastal missile batteries into that one. And then 2 army divisions. Landing ships. Hopefully you can kill the Randolph. Yeah, killing one of these guys early on would be very useful. But yeah, it's got shipping stuff into the Cuban missile. Woo, that's something weird in my graphics there. No space, no space. Have you? Let's have a one in the fleets. You do have a landing ship. No space left, so yeah, you definitely want to go meet up with this lot. You need to get down here. You're joining that guy with another army division. Let's speed up time a little bit. 38 minutes. We're also going to flick on nuclear war mode. One space left. For the shortwave radar vehicle. No spaces left. You can form up out here as well. Okay. We're engaging enemy units. Ooh, he didn't last long, did he? Hey, we got rid of that guy. I think planes are going to be much use to me this time, aren't they? Alright. Got another one kicking off here. Anything we can sink ahead of the main fleet. That's what this one is. This is trying to get a fleet through all this. There's a Miami, a cruiser down near Miami. Lost track of that. Another landing ship. So we want another shortwave radar. And then 3 combat engineers.
Research complete.
And we'll send you off down here because you're going to be behind everyone else. Alright, my fleet's all formed up. Skyplane's the Atlantic. Okay. Do we have SAMs on our ships? Improved warship, basic SCN, sonar, guided torpedoes. That's probably the most important thing. Air missile defense, mobile SAM systems, CWACs. We're going to go quite heavy in the research because we're going to want them quick. We're going to beat the path ahead of our ships.
Research complete.
Thankfully, stuff like that gets added to a ship mid-flight. Naval tech. Mobile SAM sites would be nice, but not going to happen. That's all there. Mobile jammers would be nice, but again, not going to happen. Let's boost up construction again. Hopefully now. No.
Ship sunk.
Ooh. Who just lose? That's Tail and Charlie. Alright, cancel those. Build carrier. That. Ugh, that's going to take too long. But that noise is very annoying. There we go. Satellite video center. So we basically just got to push on through, haven't we?
Research complete.
There's the Essex. Oh, we just invaded Cuba. Yeah. It's all getting a little bit crazy. Permanent ally. Territory intro, hidden in reserve, show warheads. No. A young little caster there does not want to help. Alright, Cuba is getting smashed. Yeah, basically anything you build is pretty much not going to get there. Oh, well, those did hit. That's a shame. Nice to have some carriers. Yeah, I feel like there's like a planned build order to this. Do you have a landing craft or anything we're knocking around? There's the Essex. That's the Essex destroyed. So we have to kill everything with mass firepower, don't we? Was that the whole combat group, or was the US cone part of it? Landing ship. Landing ship. Landing ship. Right, that's the carrier group gone.
Research complete. Ship sunk.
Enemy destroyer.
Ship sunk.
Got troops on board.
Ship sunk.
This is the important one by the looks of it.
Ship sunk.
Oh, we've landed troops on Cuban soil. Take my army divisions. Go that direction. That landing ship there needs to unload. Got 5 minutes. They're taking Havana. Come on. Right, let's take the Alavangs and Neveski up here and go do some damage.
Vehicle destroyed.
Somebody's doing damage to us anyway. I've got 3 minutes left. Deploying the army divisions. Combat engineers. So, I feel like this one's gone a bit better. One, two, 3 missile batteries. US has not invaded or captured Cuba. We destroyed the Essex group. We'll have combat engineers. Only got a minute left. Hey? They're 3 missile launchers. So do not count those. Do I have to? How do I get missile launchers into Cuba then? Yes, okay. We'll be trying the scenario. Transporter erector vehicle launchers. Maybe you have to unlock those. Definitely an intelligence center. I want some of those. Space radar. Is there any other tax I can afford? Yeah, maybe that's just what I have to do. I have to spend up on. Yeah, space radar's not going to be much use actually. I'm best off trying to pick up that 360 for that. Eesh. Alright, research is expensive. Get another landing ship because we know the mission. 2 more of them. Combat engineers, let's see, we've got 130 points left. Okay. Try it with this. Now we know the actual mission. Hope we'll go better. I mean, landed. I just failed. Also now I know there's some guys at the top right at the start of the game running. Okay, Cuban missile crisis. we've got a ship stuff into Cuba. We're going to deploy one tail, two tails, and then some down here. Don't like all my eggs in one basket. Extra landing, put my intelligence center down. Extra landing ship here, extra landing ship here. I've got the link button, follow. Stupid me. Alright, okay. You guys are loading into that landing ship. You're getting one combat engineer, 2 army divisions. You're getting 3 army divisions, shortwave radar, and an AA gun. Up here, tail, and more combat engineers. And then research. We're going to go full out for close-in air weaponry. And hopefully by the time everyone's loaded in, we should be mostly ready to rock. So I'm going to select these 2 fleets, and again we're going to move up to here. You guys are going to maneuver around there, you're going to go around there. You're going to set sail for here. No spaces left. You're going to end up with a load of tails in you, but you know, should be fine. Not producing anything, but I don't think anything I produce will be any use at this point. So I will order up some ballistic missile sites, and I'll go into production after that. Just in case once I've landed troops, it lets me build something.
Research complete.
Okay, we'll go back for more construction. Let's try and pick up 2nd generation aircraft technology while we're here. Mainly for the campaign. Follow the Shangri-La. Okay, we're into a shooting war.
Submarine sunk.
I think we killed the Shangri-La though. That's the important part. Well, you've done
Submarine sunk.
lots of splatter damage. Do not attack the American mainland. Are you not moving? Well, that puts you behind schedule.
Research complete.
Alright. Let's boost our planes for the next one. We have lost track. Oh god, you haven't even left the base. What's up with you? Oh yeah, you're the ground troops. It's not too bad.
Research complete. Submarine sunk.
Well, why is that resupply ship so far ahead of everyone else? Same with that landing ship. You guys want to hide in the big pack of ships. Especially you with my very, very important tells. Alright. I don't know how you're supposed to actually, unless you can deploy stuff once, no, it's not letting me deploy ballistic missile sites. So let's go full on to research. That can be the contribution to the campaign. Frankly, they're targeting the not targeting the larger ship, not the larger ship. What are you doing ahead of everyone else? Landing ships, stop it. Right, that's the Essex group sunk.
Research
1, 2,
complete.
3. We still got enough. Research complete. Put that ahead of that. Because we are going to need those ground troops in a minute. Right, everyone, get in there. If we can land some troops into Cuba, we'll be in a much better place. Let's dispatch our fleets to this direction. I don't know how you're supposed to stop them from landing troops into Cuba. Oh, you want to... we accept allowance wide. That's what I asked you for at the start of this.
Vehicle destroyed.
Could you land your craft? Do you have an aversion to landing your aircraft, your missile sites? Alright. Right, you do.
Research complete.
Alright. Time is ticking down. What did it count with missile launches when you won't let me build missile launches? Are these not missile launchers? Three missile launchers. Overground units. Coastal missile battery. Tail vehicle. Tail vehicle. I don't know what it wants. I'll do one last go with make sure I got MMs. Right, okay, so tech wise, medium range ballistic missiles. That gets me MRBMs. That's those MRBMs. That's the only tech I can afford. We'll get another 2 landing ships. And spy satellite. That'll do, I think. Yeah. Getting very annoyed what it considers missiles. Oh, right. Research. Close-in systems. Proof guidance, launchpad, compact. Actually, I think I will go for ground tech after that. And then construction wise, okay, so our spy satellite will obviously cross Cuba. These MRBM tells. It's a bit nasty that whatever it builds counts as a missile site. Apparently, I disagree with. I'm going to pop the 2 landing ships down here, they're closer. Follow him. Follow him. 2 tells, so we've got tell in that landing ship. Tell in that landing ship. 2 army divisions. 2 combat engineers. AA gun. Okay, so missile battery. Short range ranger. AA gun. Combat engineer. Okay. Up here. Tell. 2 more tells. Couple of combat engineers. And an army division. Okay, so we got that going. Okay, so you're loaded. You're loaded. You've got tell, tell. You're going to move down there. All you subs are going to move to there. You're going to move to there. I mean, there's not going to be any shooting for a little while. They've got to get through here. That's always a bit of a pain. Not sure the close-in weapon systems are helping us. What we need to do is form up around this carrier, which vanished apparently. A little bit worried about the existence of their submarines.
Research complete.
War started between us and the Soviets. Diplomacy. Cuba. Ask for war involvement, no. Yeah, declined. So they're not going to come in until the war actually kicks off. Improved army equipment.
Research complete.
So we're getting that as well. Long-term boost. I've got all my subs in my attack group and they're still alive.
Research complete.
There goes the Shangri-La.
Ship sunk. Submarine sunk.
Okay, war on Cuba was declared. So Cuba. Intel. Offer, no. Once again, the landing ship need to come back into the fold. I cannot afford to lose them. And we'll go down here and deploy. There's the Essex, which isn't launching at us for some unknown reason. Oh god, half my fleet's still up there. If I screw this up with all my launches, are either dead or in kill the Essex, kill the Essex. I think our only ship needs to come in after the second wave. Okay. Well, that didn't go very well, did it? Why is that only ship empty?
Ship sunk.
Right, okay. I'm going to call this one. That is frustrating. I don't even know what they count as a missile thing. Well, thanks for watching. See you all next time.